Xbox Series X launches with thousands of games, and also Nvidia is very sorry about what happened, like really sorry. Look forward to stories like this and more in whatever this is. Hello, and welcome to Whatever This Is. My name is Gary Clark. Today is the 28th of May, 2020, and we have how many stories today? 2 stories. First story. The Xbox Series X is going to be launching with thousands of games. Not hundreds, thousands. And here I come with the straight, hot, and sweaty facts. A lot of this is by the Xbox Series X Director of Program Management, Jason Ronald, which he wrote in a new blog on Xbox Wire. Thousands of games are already playable in Xbox Series X today. From the biggest blockbusters to cult classics to fan favorites. Lots of alliteration. Many of us in Team Xbox play on the Xbox Series X daily as our primary console, and switching between generations is seamless. But by the time we launch this holiday, the team will have spent well over 200,000 hours ensuring your game library is ready for you to jump in immediately. You might be asking yourselves, will that be pretty much every Xbox One game? And go ahead and pause the video if you haven't asked yourself that question already. Go ahead. Well, Ronald is answering your question with, if the game runs on Xbox One, it is our goal to get that to run on Series X. There might be some one-off exceptions here or there. He said that licensing or technical issues will be the only real roadblocks there. I'd imagine that'd be issues like a game's music license expiring with the publisher, like what happened with GTA 4, a lot of those issues with any of the Tony Hawk's remasters. Stuff like that. Now let's make a little list of all the technical features he's describing in this article. Titles will be running at their peak performances, some even higher than their original performance. Older games will be supporting a quick resume feature, which will let you swap between at least 3 games at a time. Higher and more steady frame rates, and rendering at their maximum resolution and visual quality. A significant reduction in load times. And HDR is coming to games that didn't even have it before, like Halo 5 or Fusion Frenzy or Geometry Wars, etc. Jason's also mentioning in this article, which is actually really cool, that some innovations have seen select titles actually go double in frame rate. So we're talking like 30 to 60 frames per second, and from 60 to 120 frames per goddamn second. Now about this, Ronald emphasized, but part of the challenge is that some titles actually base their physics or animation on the frame rate. So we're still figuring out what titles we can actually do this with without violating the original intent of the title. This is actually pretty comparable to what Sony said back in March when they said that they were testing 100 of the most popular titles on PS4 for the next generation, but also there will be thousands more to follow. Story number 2. There's an opt-in process for Nvidia's GeForce Now. Like right now. Yo, if you're a developer and you're on GeForce Now and you haven't opted in by the end of the month, you may be removed from it. You should probably opt in if you want to. Thank you. For anyone who doesn't know, Nvidia's GeForce Now is an extension that works with your storefront and your games to allow it for streaming. Now, most developers are really cool with it, for a while they're still in beta. And they're still in beta, but now they're charging for it. Now it seems like the publishers and developers of the titles aren't getting a cut of it, so of course it's fair to be annoyed about it. I mean, with Activision Blizzard, Bethesda, and 2K Games taking all of their games off of the platform. And even another aspect is that Hinterland Games, the developer of the survival game The Long Dark, said that Nvidia didn't even have permission to host the game for streaming. Oh, that's totally the quote. He said, yo. No, he didn't. Now, Nvidia, who are playing safe with the situation, will now require that all games have to be opted into the service before May 31st, or they will be removed. So you have until the end of this month. You got 3 days, people. That is all of our stories today. Thank you very much for listening. I have been Gary Clark. This has been Whatever This Is. If you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below. And also, if you're not sure about just saying it in the comments publicly, you can just message me on the socials down in the description. Thank you very much for listening. Any advice or suggestions are welcome, and I can make this show better for you and for me and everybody has a grand old time. So stay safe and stay aware. Goodbye.